Being a Viking means you're tough. It means you don't back down from a challenge. In difficult times, you rise up and make change happen. And Del Mar College is where change starts. We're still teaching, so don't stop achieving. Del Mar College. Apply now.
Fast track your success at Del Mar College with affordable continuing education programs that you can complete in 2 to 16 weeks. There's nothing standing in your way. Del Mar College. Get work ready. Get career ready. Faster.
Hello, I'm Dr. Roland Hernandez, your proud superintendent of the Corpus Christi Independent School District. Each and every year we have this opportunity to recognize our top 10 students from each high school. We get to learn of their accomplishments and what they plan to do in the very near future. We continue to be impressed with the great work done, and then especially where you're headed off to and what your career or interests are. So as superintendent of the school district, I wanted to wish you, and on behalf of our Board of Trustees, the very best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you for representing your high schools and CCISD the way that you have. We're very proud of you, we're going to miss you, and we wish you the very best of luck.
Being a Viking means you're tough. It means you don't back down from a challenge. In difficult times, you rise up and make change happen. And Del Mar College is where change starts. We're still teaching, so don't stop achieving. Del Mar College. Apply now.
Fast track your success at Del Mar College with affordable continuing education programs that you can complete in 2 to 16 weeks. There's nothing standing in your way. Del Mar College. Get work ready. Get career ready. Faster.
Hello, I'm Dr. Roland Hernandez, your proud superintendent of the Corpus Christi Independent School District. Each and every year we have this opportunity to recognize our top 10 students from each high school. We get to learn of their accomplishments and what they plan to do in the very near future. We continue to be impressed with the great work done, and then especially where you're headed off to and what your career or interests are. So as superintendent of the school district, I wanted to wish you, and on behalf of our Board of Trustees, the very best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you for representing your high schools and CCISD the way that you have. We're very proud of you, we're going to miss you, and we wish you the very best of luck.
Being a Viking means you're tough. It means you don't back down from a challenge. In difficult times, you rise up and make change happen. And Del Mar College is where change starts. We're still teaching, so don't stop achieving. Del Mar College. Apply now.
to the Collegiate High School commencement of 2020. I am Dr. Tracy Rodriguez, the proud principal of Collegiate High School, and it is my pleasure to present the graduating class of 2020. It is so good to physically see you all here together today. You may be seated. Once again, welcome to everyone this evening, and let me be the first to congratulate our graduating class of 2020. Our seniors sitting before us represent innumerable awards and recognitions. These honors are the achievements that bring credit to you, your families, our school, our community, and to all of the teachers who supported you along the way. I will now ask that everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, our national anthem, and the welcome address led by our Student Council President, Sebastian Macias.
Yep. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I think he's gonna play it. On behalf of everyone graduating tonight, welcome and thank you for coming. To my classmates, in a few hours, we'll walk out as high school graduates. Let us take time to reflect on the journeys we have been through and look forward to what we have yet to accomplish. To our families and guests, thank you for supporting us through our journey in reaching this first milestone in our lives, our high school graduation.
Thank you, Sebastian. Everyone, please be seated. At this time, I am honored to recognize our distinguished guests who are joining us for this special ceremony. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing, and we ask that you hold your applause until all guests have been introduced. Representing the Board of Trustees from Corpus Christi ISD, President Ms. Jane Bell, Vice President Mr. Jaime Redondo, Assistant Secretary Ms. Alice Upshaw Hawkins, Trustee Mr. John Longoria, Trustee Dr. Tony Diaz, representing our Corpus Christi ISD Administration, Superintendent of Schools Dr. Roland Hernandez, Deputy Superintendent of Business and Support Services Mrs. Karen Griffith, Deputy Superintendent of Curriculum Instruction Dr. Maria Luis Aguilera, Chief of Staff, Ms. Kimberly James, Dr. Laura Stout, High School Director, Dr. Ralph Silva, Miss Angie Ramirez, and Dr. Sandra Clements. Representing Del Mar College, Patricia Benavides Dominguez, Dean of Student Outreach and Enrollment Services. And I want to give special recognition to Del Mar College in partnering with us today. They're helping us live stream this event for extended guests and families, and we could not have done this without their partnership. So special acknowledgement to Del Mar College. At this time, all administrators, Ms. Monique Moreno, Mr. Vidal Anzadua, and all the teachers of Collegiate High School, those of you wearing bright blue, each of you are to be recognized for all of your hard work if we can give them an applause. Thank you for all that you do. I would like to welcome the President of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Jane Bell, to the podium.
Is it on? Yes. Okay. Good evening, graduates. On behalf of the Corpus Christi Independent School District's Board of Trustees, it is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you on this milestone graduation, on this important milestone, your graduation from high school. I am so grateful we are able to gather in person to celebrate you. I also want to welcome those who are joining us tonight via the live stream. While we miss the usual large crowds, we accept these adjustments in order for our students to be honored and to walk across the stage. Class of 2020, it is finally your time. The end of your senior year has come. And while it looks different from what you expected, we recognize the significant achievements we are celebrating tonight. As we gather in this stadium, we have all felt the impact of COVID-19, the economic upheaval, and more recently, a heartbreaking national tragedy. This complex and worrisome time makes us all feel vulnerable. As I look out on the field of graduates, I take comfort in seeing the hope, courage, and excitement on your faces, and know you are on a path toward helping care for a community when our community is in need. I am so proud of all the brave, smart, well-educated men and women who are graduating. I know you will use your skills to make a world a better place. You are needed now more than ever, and we believe in you. Sitting on the field, I see the leaders who will solve the challenges we face today. I see future doctors, nurses, and scientists. I see future leaders in their cities, communities, and churches. I see our country's bright hope. For those preparing to enter the military, we thank you for your willingness to serve. We look forward to you representing our community. For those continuing your education at college or university, we encourage you to take full advantage of your educational opportunities, as well as opportunities to test your knowledge in the field. For those headed to employment, we appreciate your contribution and dedication to our community. We encourage you to continue building your skills and take advantage of training opportunities so you will always be in demand in the workforce. Certainly, it is a new day in education. You experienced this transition firsthand. There will be a need for nimble educators who are creative and inspiring and can deliver high-quality education in any setting. There is nothing more than we would like than to welcome you back to CCISD as a leader in public education. No matter your career choice, I know you will take the opportunity to serve your community. As you reflect on the path that led you here today, let's be thankful to your parents, guardians, teachers, and those who have helped you along the way. Now it is your turn to be that person. Be of service to others. Show compassion. Be kind. Care selflessly for one another. It is in the giving where one finds true happiness and success. On the behalf of the Board of Trustees, I offer our heartfelt congratulations once again on earning your high school diploma. We recognize the hard work, dedication, resilience, and grit that carried you both through your education and these unprecedented times. Enjoy this moment, class of 2020. We love you. We are so very proud of each and every one of you. I know you're tired of hearing the words, stay at home, but we would love for you to come back home to Corpus Christi. The world is yours now, and we anticipate great things from you, and we continue to cheer you on. Thank you.
You want to get your mic? Your mic? No. Oh, sorry. That's okay. Can I have a
Thank you, Mrs. Bell. The Corpus Christi Independent School District Collegiate High School are extremely delighted to recognize some special seniors tonight. To start, I am pleased to recognize our seniors who are joining armed forces. If you are a student that has military plans or is a military recruit, please stand. Congratulations, and we are proud of your serving our country. I am pleased to recognize and honor our honor graduates, magna summa cum laude. Would the Collegiate High School honor students please stand to be recognized? Congratulations and thank you for your achievements. I am proud to announce the top 10 Collegiate High School graduates. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all names have been recognized. Katrina Miwana. Brianna McGill. Gianna Wright. Henry Hernandez. Andrea Donna. Michaela Chisholm. Areli Garza Vasquez. Gemma Rodriguez. Luna Martinez. And Sebastian Macias. What a commendable accomplishment. Heartfelt congratulations for all of your hard work throughout the years. It has certainly paid off. You may be seated. I am extremely delighted to recognize two very special seniors today, honored with a very special recognition. To begin, I will start with a student who maintained a grade point average of 112.72, is committed to education, her peers, and community. She completed an associate's degree in liberal arts at Del Mar College, and she has been involved in extracurricular activities such as National English Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and Academic Decathlon. Brianna also spent some hours volunteering in the community of the South Texas Botanical Gardens. Brianna plans to continue her education at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, majoring in biology with an emphasis in organismal biology. At this time, I would like to ask Brianna McGill and her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Brian and Cindy McGill, to please stand and let us put our hands together for the 2020 Collegiate High School Salutatorian, Brianna McGill. Please direct your attention to the video board as she presents her speech.
The road to graduation has been long and arduous, but nevertheless, class of 2020, we have made it. Hiccups occurred along the way that irrevocably changed the way our senior year ended. We, as a class, will not get to experience many celebrations that other classes have, but the lack of those celebrations does not diminish the pride, relief, and excitement of graduating. Despite the setbacks that the pandemic has brought, we finally made it to our high school graduation stage and can partake in the most sentimental celebration for graduation. The paths we've taken from freshman year to senior year have varied for each of us, but most of us focus on personal growth in different aspects of our lives, most prominently academic and self-growth. Of our 98 seniors, one senior has blossomed, but started out freshman year as timid and taciturn, and now she's the sassiest person I know. On the other hand, another senior I know has always been gregarious and affable, but her essay writing skills have pulled a 180, and she can now string together eloquent thoughts that squeeze at the heart. Personally, I've grown to accept encouragement from others in my lowest state and have learned that it is okay to cry when you feel overwhelmed, scared, or anxious. I've leaned on my best friends, club sponsors, and even Mr. Anzladuo when I felt the need to cry or vent out my frustration about classes or just life in general. Without their support and understanding, I'm not sure I would have made it this far. And I know the same could be said about my 97 senior comrades. However, the constant support of my parents was ultimately what got me through the fast-track train ride of collegiate. Every time I sat at the dining room table crying about volleyball or calculus, my mom would come over and embrace me, whispering, "It's almost over, baby." Whereas my dad would find some ridiculous way to make me smile. They saw me through the most difficult times of high school, finding myself and my purpose in life. Like many of us here, I've changed my pathway countless times, always second-guessing my abilities or my passions. After 3 years of flip-flopping, I finally decided on an animal-related career path, but this self-revelation did not happen overnight. I spent my sophomore and junior year working in different environments, from dog walking to credit union tellering. I found my calling when I started interning at the South Texas Botanical Gardens and found my real passion, caring for and training reptiles and parrots. You may be thinking, what does this have to do with graduation? Hear me out. I found a lot of similarities between the animals I care for and the teenagers with whom I shared this journey. Starting with the birds, parrots have complex behaviors, and they communicate through different subtleties in their body language. A simple flaring of their tail feathers could mean they're excited or angry, and a quick shake of their tail means they're happy and content. Alternatively, reptiles are less transparent. The most consistent behavior that can be interpreted is how fast they're moving or how they're moving. Squirming reptiles are restless, and reptiles that stay still are content. There are even reptiles that lean into cuddles. They enjoy human interaction so much. Us teenagers are just like these animals. We're loud, we're messy, and we are very difficult to understand. Either way, despite our innate complexity, we're still just as lovable, as are the birds and reptiles. I'm so thankful for spending the last 4 years getting to know every one of you, with all our indeterminable and confusing quirks, and I'm so excited to see where we end up. In the end, class of 2020, the process we take in finding ourselves is long, it's very messy, and we are bound to make wrong turns, but we will all end up back in the same place, reflecting on our youth and feeling just as nostalgic, looking at how far we've come. It's almost over, baby. Thank you.
Thank you, Brianna. Our next student's high school career can be summed up in one word: busy. Maintaining a grade point average of 114.43, she too completed her associate's degree in liberal arts and has been involved in her school and community. In short, over the past 4 years, Katrina has served on the board for 3 organizations. She was a member of the CCISD Superintendent Student Ambassador Group, being a member of Mu Alpha Theta, National English Honor Society, and senior editor of the yearbook, has brought her some many most rewarding experiences. She plans to continue her education at the University of Texas in Austin, where she plans to major in English. At this time, I would like to ask Katrina Muana and her parents, Mr. Jose Muana and Ms. Christine Casares, to please stand. Please direct your attention to the video board as she presents her speech.
Today I'd like to share an excerpt from a poem that hung above the kitchen sink of my childhood home. Although I read this poem, Desiderata by Max Ehrmann, countless times as a young girl, its words have never rung truer for me in the class of 2020 than today's present. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. To my fellow graduates, although high school only lasted 4 years, our time spent together has been rife with challenges and obstacles, and now, COVID-19. These last few months of our senior year have been derailed and replaced with online assignments, virtual meetings, and social distancing rules. A pandemic struck our world and put it on pause, whisking away our senior trip, our senior prom, our senior prank, our traditional graduation, and simply the end of our senior year, our most momentous months that should have been spent laughing, crying, learning, and growing with each other every single day. Our class of 2020 has overcome every trial and tribulation that's tried to thwart our success. And here we are again, persevering and accepting our grass the way it is, choosing to see it as green as it can be. Although our time spent together was cut short, together we are bound by 4 years' worth of triumphs and losses, and even more so the boring days spent either chatting away after we finished one of Mr. Battles' historical word searches, or simply basking in each other's company, eating on the benches outside of Mr. Thompson's room. Those benches, at the heart of the building, and with everything so easily accessible from them, whether it be Mrs. Berry or Mr. Anzaldua just a couple steps away, were a safe haven for us, along with Mr. Thompson himself. He and those benches saw every part of the school day, from sleepy coffee drinkers trying to wake up during late arrival, to us devouring and scarfing down takeout within our 40-minute lunch time limit, to us feverishly typing essays or racking our brains over math problems, to us quite literally exhausted and taking naps. Those benches have seen our best and our worst, and Mr. Thompson, ever so kind and caring, was always there by said benches, ready to lend a patient ear, offer a shoulder to cry on, or even bring us a cup of coffee. Those benches may have seen it all, but it was Mr. Thompson who helped keep us sane throughout our last 2 years of high school when we were graced by his teachings and his friendship. I can confidently speak on behalf of my class. Mr. Thompson, your wisdom, humor, selflessness, and quirky, unpredictable, out-of-the-box lessons were unmatched and will never be forgotten. Know that you are loved and appreciated, and the class of 2020 wishes you a merry retirement filled with birds and snakes and everything in between. Our high school experience would not have been the same without you, which rings true for every one of our teachers and staff here. Class of 2020, these last 4 years was one worthwhile ride. We were fresh-faced and chubby-cheeked freshmen grappling with new responsibilities we've never had before, awkward and eager sophomores desperately figuring out where we fit in, stressed and struggling juniors just trying to stay afloat, and now we're finally seniors. We've laughed our hearts out together, whether it be genuine laughter over our class clowns Tay or Sophie cracking jokes, or it's hysterical laughter when we realize how in over our heads we are over a project, like I'm sure a certain one of us felt when they turned in a plain shoebox stuffed with tissues for Mrs. Mora's elaborate project. We've cried over our seemingly endless list of assignments together, and we've definitely tried to brag about whose list was more endless than the others. We've either set alarms, relied on our friends to FaceTime us, or deliberately stayed up until midnight, feverishly clicking refresh as we tried to snag that college class with that specific teacher we looked up on Rate My Professor 2 days before, and then we'd subsequently throw fits because somehow the website would always crash every single time the clock struck 12. We've helped each other overcome our problems together, whether personal or academic. There were no boundaries as we traversed from peers to best friends and even others to girlfriends and boyfriends. And lastly, at some point, I'm sure we've all gotten in some kind of trouble together, whether it be the ever-roaming security guard telling us to stop laying on the floor, to concernedly getting called into the office after a Google Doc with jokes was mistakenly shared. We've witnessed each other at our highest and our lowest, and we've seen each other glow up into the bright young students we are today with our futures ahead of us. Simply put, our teenage lives have been defined by these last 4 years together. The experiences and the memories we've made along the way are something to be cherished. We have been inseparable both in the classroom and out. We've organized what we've termed our senior outings, from our very own senior sunrise to our senior Thanksgiving and more. What would start out as an idea from 2 or 3 of us would develop into a plan and a quickly spread and reposted Snapchat story of the details. Finally, the day of the senior meeting or the pep rally would come, and we'd all hitch rides with each other, blasting music and laughing en route to our outing, which was very likely a restaurant where we'd pig out and give the waitresses hell with all of our separate bills. It was in these moments that I like to take a pause and cherish the genuine happiness and ease that flowed through every one of us here. Among the bursts and laughter, the loud conversations, and the cracking of jokes, I saw the bonds between us solidify into something beyond mere high school friendships. I've never seen a senior class as strong, kind, and accepting of one another as we are. Together we've braved storms, both metaphorically and quite literally with Hurricane Harvey in 2017, and we've endured as one class united by our own wills to succeed, but more importantly, our desire to see one another succeed too. To the collegiate high school class of 2020, I urge you to take a deep breath and bask in our success right now. Take a second to remember this moment. Look at yourselves, the people next to you, and the people here to cheer you on as you transition from one chapter of your life to the next. This may not be our ideal graduation, but here we are, still grateful to share this moment with the people we love. Again, to quote Max Ehrmann, whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful, strive to be happy. Not only are we taking a fateful leap into our future, we are creating history as we accept our diplomas and grace this stage as the class that struggled and overcame a worldwide pandemic and more. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Katrina, for your thoughtful words. Okay, seniors, the moment you've been waiting for, please stand. Dr. Hernandez, if you could please come forward. Dr. Hernandez, I present to you this graduating class of 2020 for certification. I hereby declare that they have met the requirements for graduation as established by the Texas Education Agency and our local school board.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. Distinguished guests, parents, friends, and relatives of our 2020 graduates. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Corpus Christi Independent School District, and upon assurance from Dr. Rodriguez, the principal at Collegiate High School, and her faculty, that this class has completed the requirements for graduation prescribed by the Texas Education Agency and the Corpus Christi Independent School District, it becomes my privilege to certify the 2019-2020 graduating class of Collegiate High School. It is with great pleasure that I recommend that this year's graduating class of Collegiate High School be awarded their diplomas at this time. Congratulations to all of you.
Seniors may be seated, except for those in the first row. I'm going to ask Mr. Vidal-Lanzadoya to join us at the front podium to assist with presenting the diplomas. Feel free to cheer on your friends, families, feel free to cheer on your children, and for all of us, feel free to make noise for each other. If the first row can please come forward.
Juliana Grace Alarcon, summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Andrew Austin Aranda, summa cum laude, University of Texas at Austin. Can you take it? Can you take a picture? Gabriela Mireya Arvizo, summa cum laude, Sam Houston State. Mark Anthony Avila, cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Matthew Gerard Benavides, summa cum laude, University of Texas at San Antonio. Stella Torrey Boland, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Juan Jose Caballero, Jr., Del Mar College. Savannah Justine Campos, United States Marine Corps. Yalissa Yamel Carlos, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Humberto Rock Adrian Carrasco IV, cum laude, Del Mar College. Jimmy Castro, Del Mar College. Manuel Castro, Del Mar College. Michaela Nicole Chisholm, summa cum laude, University of Texas at Austin. Angel Bell Cruz, magna cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Tay Okishi Dale Jr., cum laude, United States Air Force. Angelica Lissette Downey Munguia, summa cum laude, St. Mary's University. Daniel Sequel Duran, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. In absence, Brandon Christopher Farmer, Del Mar College. Haneen Hisham Fayad, cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Jonathan Marcus Flores, summa cum laude, Texas State University. Kayla Nicole Flores, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Latavia Anjane Forney, summa cum laude, University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Amanda Lorraine Galindo, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Ariana Angelique Marbel Barbar Garcia, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Mercedes Marie Garcia, summa cum laude, Texas A&M University. Victoria Gabriela Garcia, summa cum laude, University of Mary Hardin Baylor. Brandon Jason Garza, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Aureli Garza Vasquez, summa cum laude, University of Texas at San Antonio. Orlando Gomez, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Rebecca Grace Gomez, magna cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Job Barcela Gonzalez, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Haley Rose Gonzalez, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Nicholas Anthony Gonzalez, summa cum laude, Texas A&M University. Valeria Gonzalez Rodriguez, cum laude, University of Houston in Victoria. Victoria Jolie Gonzalez, cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Victoria Lynn Gonzalez, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Henry Miles Hernandez, summa cum laude, University of Texas at Austin. In absence, Isabel Hinojosa, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. In absence, Jenica Cassie Hinojosa. Pete Hurtado, cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Nadia Monique Jimenez, cum laude, Del Mar College. Melody Ariana Johnson, summa cum laude, University of Houston. Giovanni Joaquin Juarez, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Maria Ann Leach Flores, magna cum laude, Texas A&M at Kingsville. Alessandra Limon, summa cum laude, Texas Tech University. Juliana Anna Lomas, cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Sebastian Oren Macias, summa cum laude, University of Texas at Arlington. Anthony Martinez Jr., summa cum laude, University of Texas, San Antonio. Jesus Karen Martinez, Del Mar College. Okay. Luna Marie Martinez, summa cum laude, University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Sharon Abigail Martinez Cipres, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Ricardo Martinez Reese, cum laude, Del Mar College. Brianna Joy McGraw, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. In absence, Iris Guadalupe Mendez Avila, Del Mar College. Gabriel Angel Mendoza, summa cum laude, Texas A&M at Galveston. In absence, Maria Celia Molina, Del Mar College. Silvero Morquecho, magna cum laude, University of Houston, at downtown. Katrina Serna Muwana, summa cum laude, University of Texas at Austin. In absence, Haley Nicole Munoz. Jalen Thomas Murphy, cum laude, University of Houston at Victoria. Joanna Janet Ontiveros, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Justin Alexander Perez, cum laude, Texas A&M, Kingsville. John Salomon Pineda, cum laude, Texas A&M at Kingsville. Ajay Chizadeh Prime, magna cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Rihanna Nicolette Puebla, summa cum laude, Texas Tech University. Andres Ramirez Jr., summa cum laude, University of Texas at San Antonio. Andres Ramos, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi, in absence. Julian Alexander Rodella, Del Mar College. In absence, Dominique Rodriguez, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Elijah Alexander Rodriguez, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Gemma Rodriguez, summa cum laude, Texas A&M at College Station. Mark Anthony Rodriguez, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Ricardo Andres Rodriguez, cum laude, Del Mar College. Ares Guadalupe Mendez Avila, Del Mar College. Jose Manuel Rojas, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Randolph Jose Rosales Jr., summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Esteban Joseph Salazar, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Devin Andrew Salinas, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Leonel Santos Hernandez, Jr., summa cum laude, Texas A&M Kingsville. Nevea Faith Simon, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Seth Michael Spaniel, cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Faith Marie Terrell, magna cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Alyssa Michelle Toscano, summa cum laude, University of Houston, Victoria. In absence, Jacob Trevino, cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Yvonne Trevino, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Jacob Darren Tooley, summa cum laude, Texas A&M at Kingsville. I hope. Madison Faith Tullis, summa cum laude, Texas A&M at San Antonio. In absence, Mark Anthony Valdez, Del Mar College. Salvador Eduardo Valerio Jr., summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Okay. Christopher Michael Van Cleef, summa cum laude, University of Houston. Stephen Mauricio Vargas, summa cum laude. University of Texas at Dallas. Josie Lori Vasquez, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Chloe J. Villarreal, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Sophie Grace Weigel, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Diamond Page Wharton, summa cum laude, School of Visual Arts, New York City. Gina Lori Wright, summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Okay, graduates, if you could please stand. At this time, you may move your tassel from right to left, signifying the official declaration of completion. Congratulations to the Collegiate High School class of 2020. Let's give them a round of applause. Please stand for the closing address by Sebastian Macias, followed by the Royal Promise and Senior Song.
On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to thank all of the parents, family members, faculty, and staff that have contributed to our successes and for making this ceremony possible. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. At this time, please turn your attention to your graduation program, and on page 6, read along with me as I recite the Royal Promise. And if you'd like to, please join. Promise yourself to be strong, that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to everyone you meet, to make all your friends feel that there is something in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true, to think only for the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. To be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. To forget the mistakes of the past and press on the greater achievements of the future. To wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. To give so much to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. To be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. To think well of yourself and to proclaim this fact to the world, not in loud words, but in great deeds. To live in faith that the whole world is on your side, so long as you are true to the best that is in you. Congratulations, Royals. We did it.
So as we continue to grow traditions at Collegiate High School, each year the senior class chooses a song that best represents their years in high school. At this time, I want to bring your attention to the video board. The song that was chosen represents you guys doing it all. Giving the hardships you faced, you ended with great accomplishment. The song, I Lived by One Republic, represents you. As a reminder to the audience, in observance of social distance guidelines, please remain in your seats until the completion of the graduate recessional. All attention to the board. Students, as you see and read the lyrics, feel free to turn to your classmates, give them signals, praise, high fives, words of love, or peace symbols for all of you and what you've accomplished. Starting at the last row, guests will dismiss in the same direction to meet their graduates in the parking lot. We love you, Royals. We wish you the best, and you're off to a great future. Let's give them a round of applause.